Hello and welcome back to the Jasa channel. I'll be crafting a small glass model of the Ingenuity drone to wish it luck on its first flight on Mars. And so a very small aircraft called Ingenuity is getting ready to launch from very far away, all the way on another planet known as Mars. And now the main difference with this Martian craft compared to all the others is that it will fly using propellers like a helicopter. If successful, it will be the first off-world aircraft and also have a small connection to the first motorized aircraft, the Wright Flyer. More on that later in the video. But to recap the video so far, I've gathered up a small marble on a 16mm borosilicate rod. I'm shaping the sides with my graphite paddle and graphite marver on the desk. And now that I have a cube shape, I'll attach a punty for a handle. Colder punties can be removed more easily and also leave less of a mark on your project. They can break off accidentally also, so it's good to avoid passing the hot glass over your hands or arms, just in case it does pop off your rod, it doesn't fall onto you. And so I flame polished all of the sides, so it's very transparent and clear. I'm going to heat up both the end of this rod and the cube to very molten temperatures and attach them as liquids. This is a very hot seal, more of a permanent connection. It allows both the areas to flow together, creating one solid piece of glass. Whoops, I accidentally broke the cold punty off. But that's okay, since the first leg is fully attached, it'll allow me to attach the second one as well. I have to hold it still for several seconds as it sets up. But at the same time, I have to move it back and forth to look and see if the leg is aligned properly. But now I put it in the kiln for about 15 minutes to settle those leg connections while I move on to the propellers. I have a small sphere gathered up on the end of this 7mm rod, which I'll flatten out into a disc. I'll bring it back into the flame and heat it up very evenly molten and slowly pull out a propeller blade. I'll also give the rod a half twist before it sets up to give the blade the curvature needed to generate lift. Ingenuity is equipped with two blades spinning in opposite directions, redirecting the incredibly thin Martian atmosphere downward, pushing the vehicle up. It's a bit similar to an airplane wing. As a wing travels forward through the atmosphere, it begins to displace the air, creating a higher pressure zone below, allowing the wing to be pushed upward into the lower pressure area above. And so a simple analogy for that would be a butter knife. As you gather up the butter, dragging the knife across the surface, you begin to create a larger and larger wave of butter in front of the knife. And if you would stop pushing downward, then the knife would begin to ride that wave of butter and lift itself right out of the dish. And I know that sounds a bit silly, but sometimes real-life comparisons make the best analogies. But now that all four legs are attached, it's back in the kiln for another 15 minutes, while I make the very last piece to finish assembling the propellers. I'm slowly pulling the rod out to about 2 millimeters in thickness. I'll begin to curve it around to make a ring. This will act as a rotor, which will be connected to the blades, allowing the propeller to rotate. This will be a smaller, more delicate piece, so I'll have to be more careful with how much force I apply, as things can stretch out or pull apart very quickly, which I hope doesn't happen for Ingenuity on its first test flight. Weighing in at 4 pounds, it will attempt to gain flight in an atmosphere 100 times more thin than our own. Compared to the first aircraft flown here on Earth back in 1903, which weighed in at 605 pounds, will also be partially accompanying Ingenuity. A small piece of fabric from the wing of the Wright Flyer is safely secured within the craft. A small memento to the Wright brothers, who made some important first steps in a journey to modern flight. And so if Ingenuity is successful, we'll have some continued steps with Martian exploration. It's equipped with a high-resolution, downward-facing camera. And so it should be capable of taking some pretty interesting aerial shots, along with being able to travel at a relatively fast rate compared to Perseverance, which was the latest rover to visit Mars and also deploy Ingenuity from below. And so I attached a white opal to one of the legs. I like to include an opal in my project whenever I can. They're not natural, but laboratory opals, and so they're comprised of materials more suitable for borosilicate glass. I'll admit I wasn't too interested in them before, but after working with them, giving them a try, I was very impressed. They flash a variety of colors by shifting natural light, sort of like a prism or a frozen rainbow. I'll go ahead and remove the top rod in order to finish the axle, which will hold the propellers. I'll remove a little bit of glass and try to line it up very straight. I need to be very careful to avoid any rapid, spontaneous disassembly, or simply put, a crack, break, or a smash. And that's really the nerve-wracking part of glassworking. Several hours or more can come crashing down within mere seconds. Why, you never really know when an accident can strike. And we have reports of a major malfunction. Multiple legs have detached from the glass craft. The reassembly process is underway now. And my repairs aren't turning out as good as the original legs. A cleaner technique might be to make some new legs with a separate rod instead of trying to attach the old ones. But that's okay. I'm not going to worry too much about making it perfect. I know I did miss out on quite a few little details here and there. I'll go ahead and carefully slide on the first propeller and then a spare ring to help separate the two, and then finish off with the second propeller. I also need to make a small rectangular solar panel. The drone will use a solar panel in order to recharge its internal batteries and use those to run the propeller along with the computer system inside. The computer system will control the flight along with navigation and communication with Perseverance. And now, while everything is still hot, I'll heat up the very tip of the axle and the solar panel and very carefully attach them together. This will help lock the propellers in place so they can't be removed once everything cools down. And now I'm just very carefully heating up just those two areas to make sure it's a solid connection. One side of the solar panel is kind of hanging downward. I'm going to heat it up and try to adjust it so it doesn't bump the blade. Alright, and so minus the minor crash with the legs, I think it turned out pretty well. I hope the first flight attempt goes well also. I wish the best of luck to Ingenuity, and a congratulations to the engineers and those involved. Thanks for tuning in to the Jasa channel, and make sure to subscribe so you can find your way back.